This is the Valerion VisionMaster MAX, and this is what it can do, and this is the projector that everybody has been waiting for. Let's take a closer look. Don't forget to hit the red button to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up and click the notification bell to get my next video first. So we looked at the Valerion VisionMaster Pro 2 a year ago, and everybody, and I mean everybody, was blown away with it. It is an incredible projector. So this is the VisionMaster MAX. Now this is the bigger brother. This is the daddy. This is the one that everybody pre-ordered and have been waiting so patiently for. So has it been worth the wait? Well, yes and no, and I will explain my reasons for that a little bit later. But first of all, the unboxing, and this is a very similar experience to unboxing the VisionMaster Pro from last year, although you don't get the same carry case that we had last year, which, you know, if you are someone that's going to be lugging this thing around, then that could be a negative, but you do get the premium, almost leather style case this year. There's a very premium bag, which houses a very premium feeling HDMI cable, which is braided. Now the remote control is the same remote control that was on the VisionMaster Pro, and it's one of my favourite remote controls of any projector, period. It is also backlit, and so therefore that's a great thing. So this is the little package that comes with it. It's simple, but this is the star of the show, the VisionMaster MAX. And this is jet black. It's stealthy in its design. It almost disappears into a dark corner. This is the opposite to fragile. It almost feels brutal in its design, but it's stunning. It is beautiful. It is absolutely gorgeous. It weighs half a kilo more than the VisionMaster Pro 2. On the back is the pull-down flap, which houses all of your connections, and this is very well connected. It has two HDMI 2.1 ports, one HDMI 2.0. It also has a 3.5mm audio and an Ethernet RJ45. It also has an optical digital port and two USB Type A's. But this will also have Bluetooth input and Bluetooth output, so you can hook this up to your existing audio system if it supports Bluetooth. So I've just had the information regarding pre-order details for a November launch. You can make a pre-order now by depositing $100 or £100 and get $1,000 or £600 off of the final price. All of the information is via a link in the description, so check that out. Okay, so we fired up the projector, and the first thing we're going to mention is the noise. This thing is just whisper quiet. I was getting a room reading with the output being on of around 21 decibels. And with it on, it peaked to around 29 to 30 and then settled back again to around 25, 24 decibels. It is so quiet. So I will be doing a head-to-head with this projector, and I will include the VisionMaster Pro 2 and also a couple of others like the Nebula X1 Pro and probably the Horizon 20 Max from XGME, just so that you can get a true look at maybe 3 or 4 different projectors to see which one is right for you. A lot of the technology within this one has been seen previously on the VisionMaster Pro 2, and those things are just as good. It has got excellent smart features like auto keystone, manual keystone, screen detect, obstacle avoidance, autofocus and manual focus. All of those things are the same as the VisionMaster Pro 2, and they're just as good. But this year we've also got the addition of lens shift to the Max. Now this is 105% and it's just vertical lens shift. There's no horizontal lens shift, it's just vertical. So that's a pity. It would have been great to have seen horizontal as well, but let's just congratulate them for putting in a fantastic and super smooth, I have to say, lens shift. As you can see me adjusting it here. At the moment, having lens shift activated will turn off auto keystone correction and auto eye protection as well, but that may change in another firmware update. And to give you even more flexibility, you've got an optical zoom, which gives you a throw ratio from 0.9 to 1.5 to 1. And this is just great for giving you the flexibility of repositioning your screen without any loss in performance. So within the projector's main settings, you've got your usual auto keystone correction, manual keystone correction, auto screen alignment, autofocus, manual focus, display zoom, position adjustment, which is digital, wall color adaptation, the lens shift, which I've just shown you, the iris control, which we'll come on to shortly, auto keystone upon motion, auto focus upon motion, and obstacle avoidance on keystone, and screen alignment on keystone. You've also got auto eye protection, and you've got a few others, high altitude mode, and now the RBE reduction. Now RBE reduction is rainbow effect reduction. Now one thing I detected that there was a very slight noise when RBE reduction was on. It was almost like a high-pitched tone, almost felt like it was in the back of your head. Very, very minor, so you probably wouldn't notice it if you weren't in a silent room, but in a silent room you'll definitely notice it. One feature I really liked and I think is slightly understated is the very clever wall color adaptation feature. It just nails it every time. Right, so let's talk about iris mode. Now, we were expecting dynamic iris and that may well still come, but at the moment we've got a few different settings. Off, Cinema 1, Cinema 2, and also iris mode where you can set it manually. There's now 7 stops. It was 6 stops a few weeks ago. They've now added an extra stop, so that's 7 stops, and this is going to give you an indication of what they look like. I've set the first on the left to 0, and then the middle one to 3, and then the right hand one to 7. And you can see there is actually quite a big difference between 0 and 7, as you would hope and expect, but this shows you exactly what you're getting. All of the other settings were the same on all 3 different examples, and in my tests I found that if the iris was set to 3 to 4, then probably 4, maybe 3, then you got the best of both worlds. You got the better blacks and without compromising too much on the brightness. Now that's with watching this, which is a very dark scene. If you were watching a movie which was brighter scenes, then you may want to set the iris to slightly higher, to 6 or 5, 6, something like that. The maximum brightness that I was able to achieve was just over 2,940 lumens. However, I really just think numbers are just that. It's just a number and it's about real world tests really. Okay, so the next footage is from night and day, and we're playing the same footage, but as you can see on top, it's in the middle of the day and it's very, very light. Now, I do have to say that the room conditions on the top, it's actually even lighter than it looks on screen. The camera is exposing to the actual footage on the screen, which is then representing the surroundings to be darker than what they actually were, when in reality, it was a lot lighter in that room. So it is doing a fantastic job, and 3,500 lumens is this projector, and so therefore you can easily watch almost any footage right in the middle of the day. Clearly there is a big difference in the contrast, the black levels, and everything is a lot better in the darker room conditions. But if you've got a room which has just got a degree of light control, you can easily have lights on. Ambient lighting would be absolutely fine for this projector and wouldn't cause you any issues, and you'll still get some really nice inky blacks. And here's another example where you can see exactly how light it is, and the picture is really, really impressive. So yeah, there's absolutely no problem with this projector having it in an ambient lit room or even quite a bright room. You know, I would happily have this on during the day. It wouldn't cause any issues at all. Now here's some incredible footage from Jennifer Gala. She's very kindly let me use this footage to demonstrate just what is capable on the VisionMaster MAX. Now you can check out her Patreon page and her channel. Link will be in the description, and you can actually download these videos to test for yourself as well. And I do have to say, I don't think I've ever seen anything look so good on a projector screen. This Max just does an incredible job with this incredible footage. The screen uniformity on this projector is perfect. It's a very, very high quality lens, and I wouldn't expect anything else. There is not even the slightest little black dark area, even in the extreme corners. And again, you won't be surprised to hear that the sharpness of this projector is almost perfect. Just didn't see any sign of any weakness anywhere on the screen. It was all crystal clear and super sharp. Now with laser speckle, again, I didn't notice any significant laser speckle on my screen. It just looked really, really clear. And although I've noticed it with my screen on other projectors, not with the Max. For gamers out there, if you're playing at 4K at 60, then you're going to notice an input lag of just around 18 milliseconds, which is very, very low. And for the absolute quickest input lag, then you need to be at 1080p at 240 Hz, and you'll get an input lag of around, well, just under 5 milliseconds I got. So overall, gaming is fantastic on this projector. It's just brilliant. So it's all very well these manufacturers coming out with numbers that say that one is better than the other, for instance, but in real world tests it's about how they look side by side. So very shortly, within the next couple of weeks, we'll do that head-to-head video, and that will be with the Valerion VisionMaster MAX, the Valerion VisionMaster Pro 2, the Nebula X1 Pro, and also the XG Horizon 20 Max. And right at the beginning of this video, I said that was it worth the wait, and I said yes and no. And the reason for that is that if you imagine Apple, the biggest problem Apple have with the iPhone 17 Pro is how good the iPhone 17 is. And it's the same for Valerion. The biggest problem they've got about the VisionMaster MAX is how good the VisionMaster Pro 2 is. Now, for some people who don't necessarily have to worry about the budget and just want the very best, well, then get the Max, because the Max is going to be the best. Plus, it gives you the extras. You've got that vertical lens shift, which you don't get on the Pro 2. You've also got the add-on lenses capability, which is where you can swap out the lens, and that's coming. It's not available just yet, but it's coming the early part of next year. You've got that rainbow effect reduction, which is fantastic and works brilliantly. And you've also got the better enhanced black level. So there's those things which you haven't got on the Pro 2, but the Pro 2 is still really good, and there is a significant price difference between the two. However, the likelihood is that you're only going to spend this type of money once in maybe 6, 7, 8 years. And therefore, wouldn't you just go for the one that has the extras? That's my thoughts anyway. If you can afford it, then you're not going to get any buyer's remorse by purchasing this, and it's going to please you every time you turn it on. That does sound wrong, I'm aware, but it is such an incredible projector. But guys, that's it for this video. I'm going to start working on that comparison video now. The VisionMaster MAX is very, very good, and I'm going to be really thrilled to see how it does against those other projectors. So we'll come back to that another time, but thank you for watching this video. I hope it's been helpful for you, and let me know which one you think is going to come out best overall.